Hello, and welcome to the 52nd episode of the But I'm Knitting podcast. My name is Ramona. I'm a knitter from Toronto, and welcome to my corner of the crafting world. Okay, first things first, either I need a boost on my chair. Do I look any taller? Yeah, that's a bit better. So, this week I actually got a project finished, not the one that I thought I was going to finish, and I got a work in progress, and I picked up a long old-time friend that I've been working on. So, I guess I will start with my finished project. So last week I showed you my doodler shawl that was finished. This week I bring you the Find Your Fade. It is done. Hold on. It's so hard to show because it's so big. Okay, so we'll start out from this end, work our way over, and then we'll continue from this. So it is completely done. Ends need to be woven in and it needs to be blocked. I didn't do that yet because I was figuring the time for it to dry would take a while, but I want to show it off to my Tuesday knitting circle, which I'm going to do tonight. And then once I do that, then hopefully I'll remember to, wash, block. I've got like 3 shawls that needs to happen with. One of these days I'll get around to it. The next project that I worked on, I started that shawl, both of those shawls, the doodler and the Find Your Fade, back in January. So took about 6 months to do both of them. So I think that's pretty good. I do have a third shawl that I want to do, but the whole point of me doing the shawl, the problem before me doing the shawl was that I needed to learn how to brioche. I never really got onto that. There are a lot of tutorials online, and I'm thinking maybe I could try it and just start it and hope for the best, and hopefully I don't end up with a big old ball of yarny mess. So put it this way, as long as it doesn't like completely unravel, it should be okay, I guess, if I try. We'll see next week. I haven't cast on anything new since I've been finishing these projects. My mind is assigned let's finish everything mode. So my next project that I was working on was my vanilla socks. I already have one sock done. I'm working my way through the second sock. There we go. As of yet, I think last time I had shown it, I was like 1 row past the beginning of the heel. I managed to make it, I think I'm about halfway up the foot, and maybe a little bit more. Let's compare it with my other sock. Yeah, just over halfway. So not much further left to go. And this is probably going to be my primary project until I finish it. And then I have 2 more pairs of socks that I still am in the middle of working on, so I'll work on that afterwards as well. I still don't feel the urge to desperately cast on any new socks, so that's a bonus. But yeah, so that's it for my, carry around sock thing. And then afterwards, what I decided to start working on this week. No, I finished this last night. There should not be any strings still attached to it. Hold on. I pulled out my sock yarn blanket. Since I finished my shawl, I'm like, well, let's pull out another big project and put some progress on it. So, I don't know how many squares there are on here right now because I have not calculated that recently. I'll probably put it somewhere on the screen. But, so since I last showed it off, I believe these are the squares that I've done. No, I don't remember the colorways for any of them. Some of them are my own hand-dyed, some of them are just leftovers from other projects and that kind of stuff. So I've added this one here with a double stitch marker on it. This one, actually, you know what? Why do it in the order that I did it? Because that takes far too long to do it that way. So this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one have all been done by me since Sunday, since I don't have a shawl to work on. So those 5, I think, plus anything else from like this part and going across. These are all my new squares since probably 2 months ago or something like that. Sorry. This blanket's growing quite a bit. I really do want to know how much is in there, but I think it's because I saw someone working on theirs. I'm like, maybe that's what I'll pull out to work on now. It's definitely not a transportable project. It's pretty big. So I think that is it for my current works in progress right now that I've actually worked on this week. I think this is, yeah, I'm pretty certain this is going to be a very short episode. The most I can do otherwise is just show you the yarn that I had in mind. It was a half moon oracle by Wool and Vine. That was it. Hold on. Was this the bag? No, that was leftovers. Was this the bag? No. Or was it this the bag? This was it. Yeah, because you only need like 50 grams of each color roughly, and that's what I have. So I think I was debating between 4 colors, if I remember correctly. Yes. Oh yeah, the Majestic. One of my first yarn purchases from Knit Picks. I picked up a whole bunch of these. I don't even know why. It was either this. Well, anyways, it's probably going to be one of these, 3 of these 4 colors. I may end up adding in something else that I dyed for it. I'm not sure. Because while I do have 1, 2, 3 colors, they don't necessarily all go together the way that I want them to. So for me, the color is still very much high in the air, very high on debate as to which ones I should do. Just put those back in. Okay. Good. Good. All right. So let's see. What else has been happening to me this week? I decided to take the same approach I took with my mom for her Mother's Day gift. And basically just asked her what she wanted or got advice from other people and let her know so she knew exactly what she was getting, which was a necklace, bracelet, earring, and a ring set, I think, or something like that. So me and my brother split the cost for that. So for my dad, I know he's very much into, things like stationery and that kind of stuff. So I had decided I was going to get him a fountain pen because, as you know, I've recently started to get into fountain pens. So I asked my stepmother if he had one. And she's like, "Oh yeah, he already has one." And they're like, "Oh, okay, maybe I'll just get him some ink." But I don't know if she told my dad or not because he says, "No, I had heard something about a fountain pen." He's like, I can never have too many fountain pens. If you want to get me another one, I'm not going to complain." So I said, "Okay." So it's a brand that I had never heard of, but that doesn't really say that much considering I just started getting into fountain pens. But it's called Cross. So they have more expensive ones. They have ones that are like, what I can actually afford. So I decided I'm going to get him one of those. I'm going to get him a bottle of ink. I haven't quite decided on the color for that one yet. And also I'm going to get him one of the ones that I had, which is a Metropolitan and a fine tip. Because everything he has is a medium nib and he's never tried a fine. And I'm assuming if he doesn't like it, he can just give it to me. Great. So there's that's coming up. I'm gonna do the order through Amazon for that like next week or something. I'm not gonna do that this week. There's no point in getting it early. I'm like debating if I should just have it shipped straight to their house or if I should just bring it home first, send it home first, wrap it up and give it to him, even though he already knows exactly what he's getting. Don't really know if there's a point to that. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I think for my grandfather, because it's Father's Day for him too. I'm probably just going to get him a bottle of red ink. He asked for that. I thought that was kind of an odd request, but I can do it. So I'll probably order that as well. So then I'll probably just have everything shipped to my house and then send it out. And somehow or another, I got my cousin's wedding coming up next week. Got my outfit. That part's easy. The main problem is what shoes to wear. I've reached the point that I don't really wear many heels. I own a few pairs, like a brownish beige one, and I think I got a black one in there, but they're not very comfortable for my feet anymore. So I've been wearing a lot of flats, especially when I go to church. So now are flats appropriate for a wedding? I don't know. I asked the mother of the bride, I'm like, is it okay if I wear flip-flops? And the answer she got was, "You're joking, right?" So I gotta find shoes. That's pretty much the only thing. Hallelujah, I already have clothes in my closet. So that is definitely going to be it. It's going to be a very, very short episode today. It's at a grand total of less than 10 minutes. So I'm not going to put too much into it otherwise. When I got more, I'll say more. So that is everything for today. Thank you for spending your quick little bit of knitting time with me, and I hope to see you again next week. Bye.